Scooby-Doo-Ba-Ba. Yeah. Happy Friday. Here it is. I think it says we're live, though.
Yeah, we are.
We are live. We are live. We are live.
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Happy past Thanksgiving. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
Did
Oh
you
my
guys
goodness.
survive?
I am full from last night.
I'm full
I'm
for
already
the last
I'm
2
already
days.
starting my workout because I can't.
Yeah, you're
I
you're
can't
buffing
even
and
move.
sweating right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Scooby-Doo-Ba-Ba.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
I mean, lots of
Oh
food,
my
lots
God.
of family. It was
I
fun.
can't, man. I'm turkeyed out. I'm so turkeyed out. It's not even funny.
Right.
I've
It
eaten
is
so
funny.
much turkey. I've eaten so much turkey that I think for next year I'm gonna just say, you know what? I'm gonna go for steaks. Just steaks.
Oh
Not
man.
We don't
That's how
like
turkey
turkey.
diet.
I think
I
we
don't
know
eat-
somebody that all he does is eat steaks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
we
you know
had
what?
beef.
well.
We had beef for Thanksgiving, no turkey, but it's all good.
Okay.
Thank you guys for being here. So this
Absolutely.
this segment, I hope some of you guys will be able to watch, and if you can't watch on today, you can watch at a later time because this is gonna stay on forever. So we can
Absolutely.
Forever and
So this-
ever.
so this segment is about gratitude and giving thanks and reflecting on the people that help us make this possible and what they brought to Real Estate Unwrapped, to our group, to the community, to the Alliance movement, to the real estate community, to the real estate community at large.
There you go.
And yes, so
That was a mouthful.
it was, and we're really, really grateful to our journey. Definitely, let's start with this one.
Yeah, because
I-
when did we start exactly? Like, I know it's a segment about giving thanks. We just finished eating turkey. We sat down with the family. We
Right.
were all talking about the good times, and
I have to
That
say in the
was-
beginning of December, from my understanding.
was it?
Right.
I think
I
so.
did a couple of segments by myself, and I was so lonely.
I remember the day I got the phone call.
Yes.
It felt so weird, like just going live, and it's like my awkward self. I'm like, oh no, I can't do that alone.
No, it was actually pretty fun. I mean, I have to say
Yeah.
that once we started, it was weird. I'll be honest. I'm not usually on camera as much, but having to be in the camera with you guys, it's been really, really fun. So
Right. And you know what, Israel, I do thank you for really accepting the challenge. I know for you it's like really out of your comfort zone.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know what? I think you could be a great public speaker. I mean,
Listen
I
to
see it. Yes, you got the fiber. It's there. And you should. And I know you think of
Start to
yourself as
knit
an
it together.
introvert, but
Start
it's
to knit it all together, right?
it's. I mean,
With the sweater
Ed
on, right?
is a natural MC. That's all
Oh
he
my
comes
That's
in.
true.
And- yes.
Stop it.
That's true.
You know what? What I do have to say is I truly got to give you guys thanks.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Gigi,
thank
I know you started this by yourself, and
Only
I'm
couple
kidding.
of
I know
episodes, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you didn't. I know you didn't call us like that, but it just happened to pop up. I don't even know how. Happened to pop up. Conversation came about, and we were just like, sure. I mean, that's from what I recall, and from
Yeah.
there it
I
just
think so.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that I was a
I
part of
wanted
that.
my buddies from the office, man. I wanted, like the people I know I can, we can, I think we gel well together. Is that an English
Yes.
word? We gel.
Yes, we
You know,
gel.
it's,
Well, they
It
say
was fun.
don't.
You know what I love about this is that we treated this as what we normally do in the office,
yeah.
right? And we didn't have the opportunity to be in the office, so it's like just being us three, and then just training and helping others out.
But
It's
that's what
exactly
we've been
the same
doing
kind
for
of-
years.
Right,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
years, and it's the
Yeah.
same kind of vibe we've been having, all throughout this year and the years
Yeah.
before. So
Yeah.
it's been fun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I guess, it's going to be probably about 50 some episodes very soon. I'll look it up. We'll wrap it up by the end of the year. We'll know exactly. And we'll probably should start the year by numbering our episodes. So we'll
I think
renumber
so.
all those from last year, and we'll start
Yeah.
with new numbers so we can refer
Absolutely.
back to it. But what are we thankful for this year, guys, as far as
So-
us?
First off, I think we should be thankful for the viewers. So
Yes.
folks, thank you so much for always tuning in. You're always there for us. You're always on time, even when we're not. Okay, even with listen, Gigi. What does Gigi say? We're like I'm French. We're never on time.
It's yes. It's on
Gigi
French
says we're
people
never
time.
on time, right? French
Yeah.
people time. I just think people are always ahead of time. I think we need to slow down.
But we've been good. I wish we were able to keep the same exact time slot, but overall, for first year, I think we did good. So I think for next year, we'll maybe get more technology. We'll have a little bit of a bigger production, but it was good to establish our ground, to see what we could do online, because it was uncharted territory for all of us, right?
Absolutely.
So it's not a big production. It's got like big splashy thing. It's raw. It's natural. It's us. I'm still working on. Maybe I didn't brand my blush enough.
Well, the good thing about it is that we've actually tried it different ways too. Like us being outside, us being in the studio, us being home, and even in our office. And it's been either way we do it. We always try to make sure we always stay in front of the camera. So
and really the point is to really bring, basically give a little bit of what we learned throughout our real estate journey, and make sure that all the agents watching us, and even the public that is not in the real estate, sees the type of skills that you need to have in order to service your public. So it's about skill building and giving as much as we can, and we learn from giving that knowledge back. Sometimes you learn different things and stuff, and we learn from one another, and it's always good, always good to see a different point of view.
So, Gigi, why don't you start us off? Honestly, we're going to have a couple of folks, I'm sure, come on.
Yeah.
Well, that was a sneak peek, though. I don't think anybody knew about that. We were actually, so before we just cut to the gun, all right, because I love it. This is the balance that we have. It's like I love building suspense, and even though it takes up time, Gigi, straight to the point. Israel doesn't mind the suspense sometimes, but he's with it either way. Israel's with it either way. So that's why I got to say I love it. I love the fact that we merge together. But we have a couple of guests that are jumping on today. We actually have a few that have been on before that have shared some of their time. So we do want to kind of, I guess, spread the love and put it out there that we appreciate them for coming on, sharing their nuggets. And if you missed out on their episodes, like Gigi said, we're going to try to label every single one of them so you can go back to it. But we have a couple of the guests, so stay tuned before we do that. So yes, we have a couple of people. Try to figure out who they are. Throw it in the chat box if you've seen all the episodes and you think you know who they are. But go ahead. Now we can go ahead and open up to the story.
To story. Well, actually, I was just about to say, Gigi, you could start by, starting it off by letting us know what you're grateful for. And then, we'll go from there. We'll round robin it from there.
I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm, number one, I'm extremely grateful for my health. And number two, I'm going to be grateful for if you could excuse me 1 second, because somebody just walked into our office. Unannounced.
Like for the wealth.
And yes, for the wealth. And I don't know what
Health
they want. And they're standing in front of me, and I'm going to mute myself.
All right.
Oh my God. On Friday.
So Saved by the Bell. You're grateful for Saved by the Bell. Got it.
I know. Yeah. Hold on a second, guys. Wow. I'll be right there.
What a way to toss the ball back. I love it. So before it hits me, I'm going to say Israel.
Hey, I'll take the ball. And say, okay.
Go ahead, brother.
So I am grateful, to have really good friends, really good, great family. I had a great time yesterday. And I look forward to the year that's not only almost finishing with the December, but the year that's coming. I have a lot of good plans, part of my prophecy letter. So I have a lot of good plans coming up. And with that being said, with the clients that I've worked with, both in the past and what's coming up, I'm grateful of them. And I'm also grateful for all the agents that I've worked with and I look forward to working with in the future as well. So and partial to that, again, guys, if I can hug you, I'm grateful to you guys because it's
virtual hug.
I'm grateful to you guys because it's been an amazing journey. I look forward to the next 53, 54, 100,000 episodes, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that
An
that
Academy
we're
Award.
together and we're having
That
fun
too.
doing this. Yeah.
Let me go back to.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Did you just say Academy Award? Has that been in the works since? Yes. Can we hear about this?
Yeah, I know. Well, we got to shoot for the stars, right?
Yeah.
And the best Facebook video goes to.
You did it.
But I do apologize for the interruption. This is always, the joys of live shows. Nobody really take my time seriously, nor has any consideration for anything. So I'm really grateful. I'd be grateful if anyone.
For the ones who do, got it.
For the ones who do. So I'm really grateful for that. No, on a serious note, I am always grateful for this journey in real estate. I actually love it. I love the challenge of it. I love how we can help people. I even love it when it gets your heart beating and you're like blood boiling because things are not going the way you want. Just the fact that it's always a new adventure every day. That's what keeps me up, and the people you meet and those in the industry that you can learn from, those like you guys who helped me. And the great year we've had, can't complain. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, good year.
It's been a very good year, set up some strong, milestones for next year, and looking forward to next year. Even though we may have a little of a change or anything, but I still think we establish ourselves to being stronger, more skillful agents, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
Awesome.
That's what it is, Ed.
That is beautiful.
The Ed.
Beautiful. How do I
bring us home, Ed? Bring us home.
I had to drink some cafecito.
Oh, jeez.
How do I even go into that, man? I don't know. I guess spending the time yesterday with the family was definitely enjoyable. We do have a new family member.
A dog?
No, not a dog. Not me, us. I'm talking about my sister, not me. I'm talking about my sister. Yeah, no, she recently had a baby. So the new baby of the family, and we're all there loving and loving all over.
They're cute.
Yeah, that's the best time. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
And then they grow up and they turn into what you look here in front of you, right? They look like us. Yeah, we were once babies that were cute. But at the end of the day, it was just that, it's giving back, and it was nice to be together as a family, but it's a full circle because then you see like the grandparents, my parents are just like, oh my God, but just the time that we've all spent together, it just kind of ties it back, we don't know what tomorrow holds.
Right.
Yeah. We got to be grateful for what we got today.
Yeah.
We got to be grateful for the people that we're with, that we're interacting with. So like I said from the beginning, I'm truly grateful for you guys to be here, to be going through this. And even though Gigi, you said I'm like a natural at this, I don't know why it just comes out, but to be honest, it's not natural for me. It just happens. And then like in person, it's almost like you tell a comedian like, oh, tell me a joke. And it's like, I mean, I can't, like, what kind of joke do you want to hear at this current time? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's
like
okay.
We're not in that mode,
Yeah.
But then it all comes back around to that. And then what I'm grateful for at the end of the day is, major investments have been made this year. It's like I've taken steps that I haven't taken before. I'm entering territories that I haven't been in before. And for a lot of people, when they say, oh, and a lot of our friends say it, right? And I'll put it out there like, oh, you guys should have a kid. That'll put a fire under your butt. Yes, it will. I'm not saying it won't. It will. It'll give you a reason. But hold on a second. But there's other opportunities that you could put yourself out there with. All right. There's other opportunities that you could put yourself out there with, and you can take advantage of that. Why? Because when that moment comes, they won't know what the struggles were. Yes. They're not going to know what that was. So we have enough time to do that. So we're entering uncharted territories, and we're like pedal to the floor, man. Let's put it out there. We're jumping into investments, doing what we got to do.
All right. So I'm not going to be a TR next year. That's what you're saying. I am not going to be a Tia Gigi.
Not yet.
No,
Not Tia
not yet.
Gigi.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon, but not yet. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
but
worry.
speaking of family members,
Ooh.
I think
We have someone
somebody
that
knocking
just
on our
came in.
door.
We got to give him a good
not
intro,
in
though.
Keith's door, not in Ed's door, not even in my door, but in our world.
In
of
our
Virtual door. Virtual
Okay.
door. Let's go.
No, virtual door.
Yes.
gotta give him an
Oh,
intro,
he's
though.
ready.
You got to hold on. You got to give him an introduction.
Oh,
So
boy.
this individual tuned in. It was almost about a year ago. We were out at a retreat, and man, this dude was dropping so much fire, man.
Yeah.
There was so much fire in the knowledge that he was dropping. It was insane. He got people excited to do what?
Yeah.
He got them to fire their landlords. That was a crazy topic, man, and I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Bring that back.
But we do got to bring him up. So let's introduce him.
Yes.
We got Sekou Pyle joining us today.
Yes, he's wearing the hat.
Look at it. He got a hat on. Let's go.
Listen,
Let's go.
today is my son's 9th birthday. And as I hear you talking, Ed, about having a kid and putting a fire under your butt, have 5 of them and your butt will never stop being on fire. Okay,
It's like eating a jalapeno.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, everybody? I oh my God, I'm listening to you all talk, and the gratitude has just been off the scale. I'm so excited.
Yeah, but we have to give thanks. We've been so lucky, so grateful, so blessed. You know, this life blessed us. It's amazing. So sometimes I guess it's the time of Thanksgiving, giving thanks, and just recognizing, you know, where we are and how we got there and where we could go. You know, it's amazing. Yeah.
So
thank you for joining us. You know, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We can't wait until we have another segment. I know you got a busy year. My God, your group is growing exponentially. You're doing phenomenal. You're an amazing person. We're all, I guess, looking up to you. Yeah.
We're having fun. I'm if you talk about things that I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for the fact that I get to enjoy myself every single day. You know, the stress level that I used to have in going to work and being in the real estate industry, being 100% commission agent and all of these things, it used to, I mean, you know, I don't have much hair on this hat, so you know, it used to really weigh on me, and it takes away from some of the accomplishments sometimes when you're so stressed about it.
Yeah.
And so just learning to live in the now and giving thanks and being open and receptive to receiving that energy is just been so important to me. And so I thank all of you. I have to give a special shout out to my man Iz. So really quickly, right, Gigi and Ed, if I can, right? So
please
whenever we're in the group and something needs to be done, right? So the language, right? Something needs to be done. Israel is always like, I got that for you. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I know.
And it's done already. It's not like, let me go figure out how to do it. It's not like, you know, it's like, it's done already. All we need to do is to just pivot it towards you. And so over the summer, leading into this Thanksgiving holiday, leading into this last quarter of the year, over the summer, the agents, each one of those agents put over $150 million worth of business.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
That is awesome.
This is not, this is not like some abstract number. This is not that. I know this because of Iz put together this speedometer, thermometer of production, and we get to see it every day. So there's my gratitude to not only an individual but the whole group, the team there, and the whole group in general, man. We've been having a ball.
That's good.
Absolutely.
We've been having a ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have to say, you know, Sekou, listen, I've been with you for several years, but with those years, I mean, it's like a clay. You've molded me in different ways that I actually, you know, my production has risen. My language has risen.
Ooh.
You know, my ideas and mindset has risen.
Your being, your whole. I think even your whole aura, the way about you. I think you. I think this is what happened. Like you used to not give yourself enough credit, and it was there. But I think it's like something sparked, and it's like the shell opened up, broke. That's it. That's good.
And
we're getting there.
Absolutely. You know, I've been through coaching, but listen, you're coaching, and I say this to you often, but not often enough. Sometimes your coaching is amazing.
Thank you,
and I applaud you for it, man. Thank you so much.
I gotta thank you, Sekou, because I'm a viewer of what you're doing, but I'm not actively part of your coaching. But whatever you share with Israel and all this, that comes back to us. It comes back to the group. There is always something, a gift every week given by Israel from the group. And this I am extremely grateful for.
That is the intention. That is the energy that it's given in.
Yeah.
It's funny that you all are doing the Thanksgiving broadcast and talking about giving thanks and being grateful and gratitude. The cornerstone of what we do is, how many people can we help? How can we help, and how many people can we help? Right. And so I have had the great fortune of being able to work with just amazing giving individuals that allow me then to sort of, it just multiplies with me. It just multiplies with me. I can say, hey, Israel, do you have something for such and such over here? Yeah, I got that. And then I can ask, Shireen, if she's got something for Ed in New York. And like the way it's like the best kind of DJing in the world. It's like, you're mixing everything together and making this beautiful, beautiful composure, or composition rather.
Yeah.
I am humbled, not just grateful, but I'm humbled by the experience over the last few years now. Right. And so 2020, now 2021 is in the bag, and we're going into 2022.
Yep.
I'm watching people who I call, and this is, I don't know if this is funny or not, this is not meant to be offensive, but I'm calling these new agents, these last 2 years agents, COVID babies, right? They were born into the real estate world as COVID babies. Like they've never known real estate before this.
Outside of COVID, yes.
Yeah.
That makes
sense. And so we have a bunch of, I'm an old head, right? I've been 25 years in the business, right?
Oh, I'm here. I'm there. I'm 258.
There you go.
There it is. I gotta make. You know what? Hold on. I gotta make a skit because we were talking about putting together skits for the end of the year and just kind of playing them. I think I'm gonna put a little skit together of every time Gigi said her years of experience in the field.
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
put it together. That's it.
Listen,
I'm
if we can drink some coquito for every single time, I think I'd be
You
drunk.
know how many episodes I gotta go through?
Well, I tell you what.
Oh my God.
If anything is true, these old heads, 256 years in the business and what have you, what we keep doing is waiting for business to go back to the way it was, not realizing that this is the way it is. Correct. This is business now.
Well, I'm very fortunate that I think I'm embracing the new way. I don't mind just shedding the old way, leaving it behind. I don't mind this at all, And I know you're embracing the new way of doing business as well. I also want to thank you dearly because, again, I'm just watching you from afar. I get very busy with production and the other stuff we're doing together. And I want to thank you from doing what you're doing from the heart. We have many coaches and stuff. A lot of the times it's very dry, expensive and dry.
Hold on. I felt like Gigi was missing the wait, hold on. I got it. It was a little dry.
Yeah, it was dry. Like the turkey.
Oh no, come on. Oh no. I had some good turkeys.
Oh, I'm about to burn y'all.
Oh,
no, but you have the gift of warmth, this incredible personality, this incredible humanity about you and love. I think it's cool. That's what it is. Just love, that you have so much love to give. I really, really like want to thank you for that. Just for being you, Sekou. Thank you. Thank
I
you
have
so
a coach
much.
as well. I have several coaches. And one of my coaches, a man named Grant Wise, the guy that owns the Whitley platform, he asked me a question not too long ago that has resonated with me over and over again. And I've in turn asked a lot of my coaching clients the question. And it's, who am I? He asked me to journal this. He didn't ask me to answer this. He asked me to journal it. And I thought that was a powerful coaching technique. He says, I want you to journal, who are you that you keep attracting these types of agents?
Jesus.
And so when we start talking about being grateful, I'm grateful for the fact that the types of agents that I'm attracting are the powerful, the active, the ones that are leaning in on their business, the ones that are taking risks, the ones that are looking to produce at such a level that they're maintaining the lifestyles of their clients and customers at the highest level.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna reflect on anything, I like to believe that I am a reflection of you all.
Wow, that's something
deep.
right
That's
there.
deep. That is deep. Okay, now we're crying.
No, so
so what hold on.
I'm holding.
All right, there we go.
Just graduated.
So can I ask, right? So this is the gratitude. This is the gratitude broadcast, right? And the message that you're sending out, who are we sending our message out to? Are we sending right now this broadcast? Is this message intended for clients, customers, prospects, or agents out there in the world right now?
Well, I did it in the beginning. We did it as I did it as more of a global situation. So I did it for all, from family to past, present clients, to agents that I worked with and ones that I am looking forward to working with in the future. So I did it more globally. I didn't really do it just specifically to anybody.
This is being broadcast globally.
Okay.
Because it's within the Alliance movement, but it's also on my Facebook page. It's out of the country. We have a lot of people.
Friends
Watching.
Go.
The French.
We didn't even stop. We didn't even stop.
I have a good brother.
Yeah.
I have a good brother who actually lives in Paris. From the hood to Paris. And it was a culture shock for him.
Really?
But it's even culturally shocking for us because we call him up and he and I used to hang out on the corner and we would just do hood things. Now when he hangs out at cafes. Thank you. He hangs out at cafes and eats cheese, fromage, and drinks wine and opan and things like that. I'm like, look at you, man. I'm like, is that a deli? He's like, no. This is not a deli.
No, it's a brasserie. It's a brasserie.
Then he said stuff like it's a very handsome brasserie. I'm like,
whatever. Yeah.
So let me, if I may, I'd like to give another gift, right? And so the gift is, there's two things that are happening very rapidly. Number one is we're rapidly approaching the chronological end of the year, right? The calendar end of the year, which is leading us to 2022. So I'm going to invite anyone that you can possibly imagine to this coaches summit. The coaches are getting together to discuss their business plan for 2022.
Yes.
And so we're going to go back and forth. There'll be differencing opinions about how to plan. So you'll hear different perspectives. There are going to be different types of coaches. There's going to be communication coaches, scripting coaches. And so they're going to express what they're going to want to see from the agents in their lives. And so that's a free workshop. And so we're going to be doing that on November 30th, 12 Eastern Standard Time in America. So I don't know if it's going to be in the middle of the night for you, Gigi, but The second thing that I want to do is I want to share for clients, customers, prospects, and agents right now. I'm going to share something that made me $50,000 this year, and I spent $0 on it. Okay, I'm going to give it because I spent $0 on it. I want to be able to give it to all of you.
Okay.
All right. So I do this thing every morning called the gratitude text, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the gratitude text is really simple. It's a simple sentence. Thank you for all your support and for trusting me with all your real estate needs, right? And I send that out. It goes out to friends, family, past clients, current clients. It just goes out. I probably send it out to between 30 and 50 people a day on average. Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I modified a similar text for the times, right? Just for the recent times. Last 2 years have proven that more people can buy houses, more people can be owners right now. So with the fire your landlord and the never rent again and this and that, there was one thing that became evident in working with all of the allies, that the average tenant was probably more qualified for a loan than the average investor is, or the average landlord, right? And so there's a few things. I'm gonna say the sentence that I send out, and then we'll talk about that if that's all right. Do you guys mind?
That's fine.
Go ahead.
You know what? Actually, right before we jump into that, Sekou, because we do have another special guest. If you do have time, why don't you stick around for a second? Let's bring Rodlfo up real quick. And
yes.
then, if we could do that, just hang tight in the back in the VIP section.
I'm
gonna see if we can get
in the green room. In the green room.
Please, yeah, you guys can all be on.
Yeah, all right. So we'll add them on to the. Let's see if we can get 5 people in here. Let's go party time.
12, baby. Let's go.
Oh, Rodlfo. So
Rodlfo, hello. You're muted, my friend.
Let me
unmute him. 1 second.
Oh.
No, he got it.
He got it. Yeah.
Check. 1, 2.
What's up, brother? Welcome, man. You are on today's gratitude. I don't even know what to call this, G. What are we calling it? The gratitude.
I don't know.
Latitude.
Giving thanks. So I'd like to change the layout. Make sure we're all there, like bigger. We look kind of small in that tiny.
It's okay.
Hold on, I'm having a little audio problems. 1 second.
It's okay. Now we hear you.
No worries.
I think we can hear you now.
Yeah. Let me see this. Let me see this one here. No.
So for everyone
listen, Rodlfo, if you can hear us, did he froze on us?
I think he froze.
Oh.
Did he
froze?
There you go. He's back. Yeah.
Boom.
You really wanted to.
How you guys doing? I've been listening to all the gems.
Thank you for everyone for just sticking through, and thanks, Rodlfo, for actually fighting through that internet interruption you just had right there. So thanks for staying through that. But no, man. So we wanted to kind of bring you on as well, man. And Rodlfo, I don't know if you know Sekou, and Sekou, I don't know if you know Rodlfo, but we're now introducing you guys. All right, we need to hang up some digital art up in this room. This is like a party room now. Anywho, but we're getting
background. You got your fall colors.
Yes, it matches my sweater and my lipstick. This is the thing today. Okay, I had to make it a bit girly. It's too much testosterone in here. Like I'm like,
jeez. Anyways, Rodlfo, we definitely want to. Oh, we lost him.
We lost him.
You know what? I think it's when I talk, we lose him.
He'll be back. We'll get him back on. No,
too much power, Israel. That's what it is.
Too much power.
Too much testosterone.
But in the meantime.
So you know what?
He's coming back.
Why don't you let us know?
Yeah, let's
go. I'm gonna do while we're doing that. I'm gonna bring my link to the chat here if you don't mind. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna put it in the private chat, and I'll let you put it up at your convenience.
Yes,
there. So
we'll take care of it.
That's the Virtual Coaches Summit.
Okay.
And if you know coaches that want to be to make that happen as well. Rodlfo, man, I was just gonna share this power sentence that made me 50 grand this year. I invested $0. It took about 30 to 40 seconds worth of effort on my part in order to do this. It transformed the lives of 5 of my friends family members, past clients, right? So it's a simple text that I sent out based on the premise that the average tenant is probably more qualified than they think in order to buy a house. And so a little bit of background. I do not ask permission. I usually ask for forgiveness. You've all heard that, right? And so when I'm communicating with my friends and family, I often will assume that the answer is yes, rather than wait for the answer to be yes, right? And so I sent out to over 250 of my friends and family members this message. It's a 2-part message. The first part is, hey, did you know that the average tenant is more qualified than the average investor is? Question mark. And I would send that out. And I wouldn't wait for a response. My next message would be, I'm going to have my lender reach out and see how much house you can buy if you wanted to buy a house. And I would send that out. Now, Israel will tell you, and anybody that's paying attention will tell you, that I work on a 90% no basis, right? 90% of the people that, it doesn't matter what list that I send it to, it doesn't matter how well curated the list, it could be a list of my tios and tias that all want me to win, it's still going to be no, right? I'm too late, they don't need it, they can't move, whatever. But that 10% becomes 24 months of pipeline, right? It's just going to keep going and growing, right? So what happened was I sent that message out. I sent those 2 messages out in rapid succession. And out of all of the people that I sent it to, there were 5 people that responded to me. I'm going to tell the story of one and show you exactly how the process goes. Is that all right, Rodlfo?
Yeah, of course.
For a few minutes. So I sent that message out. Did you know the average tenant is more qualified than the average
investor,
landlord or investor? I'm going to have my lender reach out and see how much house you can buy if you wanted to buy a house. My friend calls me back 10 minutes after I sent that message out and was like, dude, did you know I was looking for a house? And I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, are you looking to rent or buy? And he says, well, I was thinking about renting. Now, this is an executive at a television studio, right? That has, I think he has more kid than me. I think he's got 6. He might have 5, but I think he's got 6, right? We're either the same or he's got one more, right? And so they're in this apartment in Weehawken. And if you know anything about Hoboken, Weehawken, Manhattan, if you live there, you're living in a closet, right? And it's costing you a significant amount of money. Well, he's paying over $3,000 a month in rent.
For rent, yeah.
Right. And, he's got a sizable, income and this and that. And so he said to me, and I quote, well, I don't think my credit is strong enough to buy a house. Well, if we know anything in this industry, the average tenant has to have strong credit or they can't rent the apartment.
Exactly. They must have stronger credit than the purchaser. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's true.
So I asked him, I said, well, what do you think qualifying for a loan means? Like, what kind of credit do you think you need? He's like, at least a 700. I was like, my friend, the average credit score of the person that qualifies is around 650 to 680.
Yeah.
And he was like, get out of here. And I'm like, yeah. I said, when was the last time you looked at your credit? He says, honestly, I haven't. I just assumed it's not been great. So I had my lender reach out to him, qualified him for over $750,000 worth of house.
Wow.
That's great.
It took less than 60 days. They're in their new home right now. So now, what have I done by giving thanks, by asking, is this something that you might want? Is this something that you might need? What have I done? I've changed the lives of each and every person in that family, right? Because it was not only him and his children and his wife, but his mother-in-law, right? And they all live now in this family's house. You can do the same thing. It happened 4 more times in the last 6 months. Let me just tell you that right now. I spent $0.
How much did it cost you again? $0?
Zero. Nada. Zip.
And I'll be honest with you, we did a lot of looking at houses virtually. So I didn't even run around showing houses. We looked at all of the eliminated houses virtually and then decided which one we were going to go
On a
and put an
few,
offer
yeah,
on
to narrow it down. Yeah.
to narrow it down. So it took me 3 hours worth of showing times all together. And then my closing team stepped in. And so now I am eternally grateful. I'm letting you all know that your gratitude can be optimized and you can utilize it to help more people. Your gratitude is an infection that spreads. Well, that's not a good thing, right? COVID, right? So your gratitude is infectious.
It's a good thing. Gratitude, infectious gratitude is a great thing.
So that's my contribution to this jam. I'm telling you now.
Thank you.
This another, like, it's not even gold. It's what is the most precious?
No.
metal in the
We did say it.
What
We
is
said
that?
it's the golden chicken nugget.
It's the golden chicken.
Come on, we had a segment on it. The golden
we had
chicken
the golden
nugget.
chicken
That's what we're
nugget.
dropping today.
I received that. I'm learning that from
Yeah.
the agents. The agents
It gotta be vibranium.
Vibranium, yes.
Tough. That's
Vibranium, yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is fun.
Love
It
it.
is.
Love
Yeah.
it.
I'm
man.
sorry if I'm taking up time, man.
I know.
Let's
Let's give the
We gotta
floor
give
to
it-
Rodolfo, man, because
Yeah,
also
but we
gave
gotta
us
give him
a
an
lot
intro
of-
too. We gotta give him an
Yes.
intro too. We can't just leave it at that. So for a lot of you folks that are tuning in, and maybe you've seen the episodes, maybe you haven't, but don't worry, we'll number them so you can track them. But Rodolfo, actually, a few things about Rodolfo. Rodolfo is in the lending industry. He also has his office where he gave us the space so that we can do some live segments there. Yeah. So interesting enough, we went from Zooming like this. We were in an office, we were messing around, and we were having a great time doing it. So I want to start off by saying, Rodolfo, thank you so much, man, for opening up your office space. You always welcomed us with open arms, no issues, man. And you've even jumped onto the segments. You've dropped gems on first-time home buyers. I was watching a video and I showed it to these guys the other day too. But we were looking at a video when we were going back and forth about first-time home buyer mortgages in a hot market. So going back and forth on what we should do and whether or not we should offer seller concessions. And so there was a lot of information that you were able to provide, man. So thank you. Thank you for opening up your space. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, man. And thank you for tuning in today to show some more gratitude. So
definitely. I appreciate you guys too as well. Listen, it's always, I always tell people, collaboration is better than competition. And, it's very big to work together on many different levels. Obviously me as a lender and being tied to EXP and other ways. But it's important. My space in Elmont is open to anybody. Anybody and everybody, especially if you're part of the Alliance movement, especially if you're part of EXP as well. But any agent that's trying to expand their business, to me, it's important to partner up with people that have like-minded goals. And at the end of the day, this time of year puts things into perspective of, hey, listen, we went through a year or 2 years of COVID, business. But at the end of the day, we have to, realize that, many people were, hey, listen, you're healthy, you made a few dollars throughout this pandemic. Maintain to be safe, be gracious. If you're a holy person, thank God. If you're not, thank the universe. At the end of the day, just be thankful and treat people like the way you want to be treated. And that's the way that I do business. I've been lending for 18 years now. And I feel that, even the few things that I heard from Sekou are, honestly, I'm going to start doing that because I don't do it. And, it's eye-opening that, listen, every day, if you feel like you learned everything and you've been doing this for 20 years, then you're an idiot. You're going to learn something every day. A little thing that could take you to the next level, or just get you an extra 4 or 5 extra deals a year, and that could change your life. That can help you buy that investment property. That can help you buy that South of France home you were talking about. Hey, I'm down to go to Cannes whenever you want.
or what do they call it? They call it.
I have the house. I just.
Oh, you do? Oh.
Yeah, the house has been around actually for more than 200 years, and that's the truth. But we know I have the house. I just need to set it up for Airbnb and.
You just need to monetize it.
I just need to modernize, and I just need the time to get down there, and then I'll give you guys the keys. You can just.
Boom.
Boom.
Charge them. Don't forget to charge them. Special fees, and then you get some discounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the family and friends.
To me, it's important. And we all talk about at the end of the day. We sell real estate or we do mortgages, but we're helping people obtain and at least guide them to generational wealth, and that to me is extremely important. That we can change the culture of the landscape, whatever demographic that we work with, but overall. To me, I actually have a special place in my heart to serve the underserved and educate the underserved. Whether that's Black and brown, whether that's veterans, whether that's income level, because nowadays it's about income level more than just like race or anything like that. But we just have to educate people, and that's what I look to aim. I was looking to aim to do that a lot in 2021. I did it to a small degree, but in 2022. I'm going to be a huge educational resource. Yeah. So definitely tune in. I'm actually just started filming more on my podcast, Change the Culture podcast. So anybody that's listening, start viewing in, and hopefully you guys will share it. Yes. But we'll start releasing some episodes next week.
We can help you out.
Congratulations.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All
Thank you so much. Thank you for
being there. I don't know if you're busy on the 30th. At noon Eastern Standard Time, but I'd like to invite you to be a part of that coaches symposium where we're sharing our business plan for 2022. It should be in front of about maybe 300 to 400 agents virtually, right?
Yeah. So, listen, I'm there. I've been wanting to connect with you anyways because I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about you, but we never met. So I'm glad. Listen, everything happens for a reason.
You guys are finally meeting one another. Yeah.
Yeah.
My God, I'm grateful to be a part of this first introduction.
If we look back and if we write a prophecy letter about this year, I have a few things that if it's okay. Listen, I'm just in this state of gratitude. It's just this
segment is to give back, man, and to open up. So this is outside of the business, but we just kind of wanted to take some time and share our hearts. That's what it is right here. And that's the reason why we wanted to bring you guys on, because we know, again, you guys do it. And Sekou, I got to say, man, you bring the heat every single time, man. And that's why my gratitude towards you, my friend, is that, man, I can connect with you because you have the energy, you have the vibe. You say, again, street stories, everybody has their own, you know what I mean? Sir. And I feel, and I truly, truly believe that the person that goes through the most experiences or the tough in the industry or the mud in the ground are the people who are more relatable down the road, man. And that's the reason why you can connect so well with so many different people, man. And I got to say, I truly do appreciate it, brother.
I love it. There's a friend of mine that has a yoga studio in New York, Mud and Lotus. Look it up. It's a small spot, but it's very personalized.
Mud and Lotus.
Mud and Lotus. And she has a saying that says, you can't have the lotus if you don't have the mud.
Oh, yes. Makes absolute sense. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
yes.
I wrote my prophecy letter this year, and it's long and it's winded, and I'm not going to go into it, but there's two things on it that I could share with you all. So a prophecy letter is just a letter written today, but written from the future tense. So I would write the letter today, dated December 31st, 2022.
Yeah.
Right. And so
Sekou, I want you to hold on because we have somebody at the door that I wanted to bring in. Because now it's a party. Hold on. There you go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Another special guest in the house. Come on.
Hello.
We just introduced
people that have charts behind them. Okay.
Gigi, we just introduced these guys. We gave them a sick introduction, and you just throw Vincent in.
Oh
like
no,
that.
I just wanted
Get in
to.
here.
That's a surprise. That's
it.
My God,
so for
man.
those who don't know who Vincent is actually the man behind the Alliance movement who brought us all into EXP Realty, and we're very grateful for that. He's a friend. I consider him a friend, my little brother, and he's brought so much into my own personal life and professional life. So I'm forever grateful, so thank you, Vincent, for everything. Again, it would take days to just go through the list, so just do it simply. Anyway, without any further introduction, our what is it? Our greatest of all time, the fearless leader, Vincent Sekou.
Yes.
I think that we cut Sekou off. He was talking about something.
I know. I just wanted to bring you in so we can talk about the prophecy letter, which is Go
ahead, Gigi. You were already in the mode. I'm not even going to cut you off.
No, it's good. I mean, to tell you frankly, I'm not into any of those things, and I read about the prophecy letter about 2 weeks ago, and it was kind of cathartic. I'm like, damn, that could work, because again, you just say the word and then you put things in motion, and it's fantastic. Yeah, go ahead, Sekou. It's your
and I learned the prophecy letter through Sekou, so that's the reason why it's been used the way I use it. But please,
I can't take credit for it. I got that.
No, I know that
from Dave DeVoe, and from Tom Ferry and my good friend Bill Pipes. They've been forcing me to do it, and I actually was resistant to it for years. Gigi, I was resistant to it. And Vincent, what's really funny is that Vincent joining us today. Vincent was present at a life-altering experience that has contributed to my prophecy letter, right? So I don't want to get too far into it. It's crazy, right? But that same hood mentality, Ed, that allows me to move in different circles is also one that holds me back, right? And so if we don't write these things down, if we don't recognize it, it's the past can be an anchor just as much as it can be wind to blow you, to lift you up. And having come from poverty, when people make moves, like big money moves and big risky moves, and even if it's for entertainment, it's impressive and it's terrifying when you come from poverty, right? And so we were in Milwaukee, and some very, very, very powerful and influential people in my life decided that they wanted to go to Game 6 of the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Brooklyn Nets, right? Mm-hmm. And it was Game 6 in Milwaukee. We were a block and a half away from the what is that? The convention center, the stadium, and I'm like, there's no way we're going to get tickets at the last minute. And if we do, we won't get them all 10 in a row. And if we do, they're going to be so expensive. It's going to be prohibitive. I was uncomfortable knowing that somebody was about to spend that kind of money on something that was just a game, right? I could watch it on TV and this and that. Well, the universe conspired against that negative thought and against the lack. And not only did we get the tickets the last minute, but we got all 10 in a row.
Oh, wow.
It was beautiful. It was great energy. And honestly, if I had missed that, my soul would have slapped me in my face. And so that night, I decided that I was going to spend the rest of my life investing in joy. Right? Wow. I'm going to invest in my joy, right? And so this prophecy letter, there's two things that have come up for me out of all of the other things. There's two things that have come up for me that I'm going to share in gratitude with all of you. Number one is I'm going to have more casual interactions with millionaires and billionaires.
All right.
Right? And so now, Gigi, the way I write that in my prophecy letter is...
You've done it already.
Yeah, I've done it already. Like, I can't believe how amazing this year has been. I remember asking myself to have more casual conversations with millionaires and billionaires. And on this date and time, I can't believe I spoke to this millionaire. And on this date and time, I can't believe I spoke to this billionaire. And on this date and time, I can't believe I did some business with this gajillionaire. Like I put it into play as if it's already happened.
Right.
Well, the second thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to add 10 agents a month to our coaching universe. Now think about it. 10 agents a month is 120 agents a year. If each one of them have 10 people that they influence, and each one of them, like we can change lives on a molecular level. And so I get to look at people like Vince Koo that have created an entire universe with this alliance movement. And I can't go anywhere without meeting somebody from Alliance. And I am very, very grateful to be in alignment with Alliance. And
wow.
So
thank you so much.
In my prophecy that of this year.
Wow.
I didn't know he was coming on. So this was not a shameless, this was not like some kiss ass thing where I'm like, I got to kiss Vince Koo.
That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about gratitude, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I really have to take a moment. We get together every week with a group of our partners, and everybody just volunteers their time. I mean, we take an hour and a half just on that meeting, right? But then it goes so much more beyond that meeting, because then there's assignments, there's tasks, there's projects that we work on. And the whole goal of it is to really create an organization where you don't know who the leader is, right? Mm-hmm. And you've got all of these leaders, and everybody's pouring back into the group. And we've got events, we've got projects, we've got gatherings, and we've got trainings, we've got value that we're adding, and it's all being created by this group and being created by each other, right? So it's this whole inclusive mindset that we've been able to create and foster, and a lot of our council members are here on this call. So I just want to express my gratitude to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
I love that language. Yeah. I want an organization where you don't know who the leader is.
Right.
That's not an organization in disarray. That's an organization where anyone could step up and captain
and contribute. Yes, that's the goal of it. Yeah. Everybody has their different strength, and we come together and we brainstorm, and we don't always agree, but we always come to fruition to make this whole organization move forward, make all of us, the agents, better into, like better communicator, better human being, better friends to one another. So it's really amazing. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a hard stop. So I've got to run. That's absolutely fine. Love y'all. The link is in.
Thank you.
Ed is Gigi. You have the link to the
workshop. We'll put it in for you.
One of your coaches is doing the workshop with us. So one of your communication coaches in the Alliance movement is doing the workshop with us.
I love it.
So I thank you all. I love y'all. I gotta run. Peace.
Sekou. Thank you, brother. Take care.
Take care.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Same thing with me. I got 12 o'clock.
No worries. Thank you. We're coming down to the final countdown anyway.
Take care, guys. God bless.
All right.
And all my gratitude to all of you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Tuning in.
All right. Thank you. Bye, Rodlfo.
Awesome.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
So as we come to a close, Vince, we gotta appreciate you, man. Thanks for everything you're doing, man.
Vincent. Thank you.
In all honesty, man, you are a machine, my friend. You're a machine. Everything you do is systematic, traceable, trackable, and I love the fact that that's what was said was, in all honesty, you don't know who the leader is. You don't know who that's gonna be, but if everybody just kind of steps to the plate and does what they have to do, it's just a moving system. You can't stop it. It's unstoppable, and that's what we are.
Like a locomotive.
I just got off a call with one of our partners, of Veronica Figueroa, right? So she was awarded the #1 team by transaction count, and for the entire year, which was super impressive. She came in and moved her brokerage of 17 into eXp Realty, and now she's grown that to a personal team, not her entire organization, just her personal team of 70 agents, right? 70 plus agents. But the number of transactions that they closed, brought them to the #1 spot for #1 team by close ends in all of eXp worldwide, right?
Wow.
And a question was posed to her, what is your why? And, her response is really just to, first off, that it evolved over time. But now that, it is to really show up as the best version of herself so that she could set a good example for everybody else and give them permission to come as the best version of themselves.
And do the same thing and duplicate.
Yeah, that really, hit home with me. So I'd like to carry that forward into this, Thanksgiving season.
Wonderful.
All right.
That's awesome. More chicken golden nuggets.
I guess we're coming to the end of our session.
Yes, we are.
It was really heartwarming. I don't like it.
Come on. That's where we gotta help Gigi develop that side, right? Where it's all like, Gigi's like, okay, get off of me.
Anyway, but this is great.
Thank you, Vincent, for hopping on. I mean, listen, I thank you as well. I've learned a lot from you as well. It's been a tremendous road we've built together. So I'm looking forward to what next year looks like. And
I'm actually glad we have Vincent here on this live because my French viewership has heard so many times about Vincent, and I think they haven't seen him yet. So now it's an opportunity.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, now we can introduce Vincent to France. So Vincent,
welcome to Vincent.
Hey,
thank you very much. All right, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you, Vincent. Have a good one.
See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye now. And that wraps
And that was it. Some more jazz.
We have everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you coming. Appreciate you getting some of this golden nugget. And I have to say, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode.
It's our grown-up music.
What is this? We're gonna scat out of this. We're gonna scat out of this segment. Hey,
scat.
Thank you for tuning in. So Real Estate Unwrapped.
All right, guys. See you.
Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. There it goes. Hello.
I'm cutting this off. Bye.